introduce yourself to the audience. It's very powerful. It's very interesting because I think, I had on, I think his name was Dr. Muhammad, and he was on before talking about all the different signs and who should stay away from who and who should be with who. And we definitely gonna talk about that again because I need some advice. But I tried to tell the audience, a lot of people are very religious, very churchy, very denominationalized, as I put it. And, astrology. And what I tried to tell people, and I want you to respond to this, is, look, this is a tool to help you understand yourself and the world and people around you. It helps you put people in categories. It helps you typologies, helps you know who you're talking to. Another tool won't hurt you. What do you think about that?
You took the word right out of my mouth. And I oftentimes say this. It's almost like eating a good meal. You're going to eat that meal whether you have your fingers and they get all greasy and soppy with sauce and good salt, or you're going to pick up a nice fork or a spoon and eat it neatly. But it's going down in your body. You're digesting it either way for sustenance, for nutrients. Now, to add to that, I really, really believe that astrology and certain modalities were taken away from our society to keep us away from empowering ourselves. Because the more we put it on religion, now let me squirrel for a second and say I have no qualms against church-going people. I love religion. I love the church. Grew up in partly some in church. But the bottom line is this: on some extent, that's a modality too. That's a tool as well in order to elevate your spirit to get better. So my thing is this: astrology is not God. Astrology is not here to take over. Astrology and certain spiritual modalities were taken away, so we won't be strong within ourselves. So we won't find our own power and our own voice. And nowadays it's coming back to the surface because people realize these structures that have built us up leave us high and dry at times. Not everybody, not every church, but you must have power within yourself before you look at anybody on a pulpit or anybody leading the group and go where they want you to go. You have to be you. And I think astrology is a big way to handle that and to know yourself.
I love that. I love the notion of really challenging people not to be led around like sheep, but to think for themselves. Think for yourself, people. Your preacher, your pastor, your bishop, your imam, your rabbi, whoever, your high priestess, high priest, they're not God.
Absolutely.
All men and women all trying to figure out the same answers you're trying to figure out. Think for yourself.
Absolutely.
Think for yourself. I love that. I got to take a break, but let me say it again. Think for yourself, because too many people have been led down paths they didn't have to go down if they had just thought for themselves.
Absolutely.
So tonight, one of the things I want to do when we come back is I'm going to talk about the book. First, we'll start with the book, and then I want to get into all the things that people want to know about the signs and who should stay, who should go. First of all, I love you, by the way. Let me just say that. Let's go to break because I'll skip the break. Go to break.
Breaking news that came out. Lisa Ray, you just got alerted to a special report that came through.
Cocktails with the Queens.
You were being claimed by a rapper that said they had sexual relations with you.
I didn't know what that meant. I'm reading it now. And it says the game said he bagged you.
What? This Monday night.
Why is he saying? You know what? You can't answer that. You know what? I'm going to go straight to the horse's mouth.
I know that's
I'll call him.
Sip and serve.
I know that's
right.
right.
You watch it. Pick up the phone. I'm going to call you.
I can't promise you that you'll be fine, but
Fox Soul's Screening Room.
I can promise you that it'll be worth it.
What I really wanted to do is show how women have always been in the forefront of movements. I really wanted to show that dynamic and use Black women.
Featuring the next wave of Black filmmakers.
I don't appreciate you just going behind my back, man, and just, you know, trying to...
I'm sorry, okay?
You've got a special relationship with Spike Lee.
Every time I would talk to him about an idea, he would just be like, gotta do it.
Hear the stories behind the stories.
Slave revolts. civil rights.
We're gonna pick the torch up and we're gonna keep it moving. Hopefully there is some change that occurs with the things that we're doing today.
I just want to tell stories and I want to be able to tell them my way.
Streaming Thursday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on Fox Soul.
And cut!
I picked my top 5 Just Blaze produced songs.
Okay.
Later with Leon.
The Storm remix, Lenny Kravitz.
You don't see that one too often.
I mean, I ride with my top down to that. That's my jam. That is my jam.
Every Monday night, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific.
My wife be like, "Will you shut up? Shut up, woman. I'm zoning.
I'm in my zone."
You can get out right here. We stop. We 2 blocks away from the house.
No doubt.
On Fox Soul.
Welcome back, everybody. I got myself all excited. Don't ask me. So I'm talking to Miss Sonia Marie, and you've written this incredible book, The Signs, an astrological memoir. And tell me, if you will, what's this book about?
Clearly, it's about the signs, the 12 signs. However, Dr. Sean, I wrote this book in mind of kind of coming from a different angle. I believe that astrology, like we were saying earlier, is definitely a modality, but it's a way in which we can reflect what's going on in the universe and how it is being represented here on the planet. So as above, so below. So my approach to this book is to show people that astrology and the 12 signs of the zodiac, the constellations, are not this way out concept, right? It's a way to see how the 12 signs, these 12 energies, are moving through the planet. So I decided to write some stories in regards to each sign and how they represented themselves in my life, to see if people can see themselves in each sign.
I like that. That's interesting. Forget the astrology for a second. I like that as a literary device, right? To use to embody the signs and then to give narrative and story about how that story and that sign manifested itself in your life. That's very interesting.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Look, well, again, it's not this far out concept, Dr. Sean.
Yeah.
It's really around, everything that we do, the music that we listen to, the type of car that we drive, the places that we live, the type of people that we attract. You understand? How we eat, if we eat a lot, if we don't eat a lot, and the list goes on and on and on. So it's
all of that is connected with the signs.
Yes, sir. So the thing is that when we're born with a natal chart. Simply put, when you are born, it's like a picture of the heavens when you slip through your mother's womb, basically. And it's a personality blueprint. Everybody has their own individual soul, like a fingerprint, but everybody has a personality blueprint as well. So your personality is here to help to administer your soul's journey.
Oh, okay. I like that. But okay, you said something else that I thought was equally fascinating. So the astrological picture is the way the night sky, if I got it right, or the sky looked like the day you were born. Is that right?
Absolutely. Like literally, if there was a nurse standing next to your mom and went up and took a snapshot of the universe at the time, that is called a natal chart. And you can look up natal charts all day on the internet and just put in your time, your date, and your place of birth. And boom, here comes your personality. Again, not to mistaken it with God or, your soul, because your soul is its own entity. You understand what I mean? Your soul is the push, is the vibration that got you here. And in my opinion, your soul never dies. But every time we come to this planet, we're given an outfit. And that outfit is our natal chart to say, oh, I'm going to be a Gemini this time with a Virgo rising, or I'm going to be a Cancer this time with a Leo rising. I'm going to be flashy, or I'm going to be quiet and a little demure. However it is you want to, acknowledge this existence this time around. That's your personality.
Okay, so let's put me under the firing line, because everybody watching, I don't know your sign, so I can't ask her about your sign yet. So I'm gonna start with mine, and I'm just gonna ask her some random ones. All right? Don't freak out, people. I'm gonna get to your sign. So let's start with Gemini, right? What? Because I'm a Gemini, right? Born in June. So what are the great things about Geminis, and what are the challenging things about Gemini?
Well, I'll say the highlights of being a Gemini is the fact that you are a producer, like mastermind producers. Geminis have the ability to compartmentalize almost anything. It's freaking genius and it's mind-boggling. I have Gemini friends that are so much fun, by the way, right? But you have a way of walking into a room and you go, do this, do that, do that, do this, gotta do this, gotta go, or grab this, do that. And it's like anybody else, including myself, will be like, wait, hold on, what the heck? You know? But Geminis can execute efficiently in that way. It's